So, Joan, have you ever heard of the tooth fairy indicator?
The tooth fairy indicator.
The tooth fairy indicator. Have you ever heard of the tooth fairy indicator?
I think you're going to enlighten me. I'm not really sure.
So the tooth fairy indicator, you can tell how the economy is doing by how much money the tooth fairy gives to children who have lost their teeth. The tooth fairy indicator.
Okay.
All those years at the Wall Street Journal, you have never covered the tooth fairy indicator.
It's not one of the things that we covered. Mm-mm.
So anything over $10 is sort of like an indicator that the economy is going to be just fine.
Okay.
Right? Anything under $10, and we know that there's going to perhaps be dark skies ahead economically.
Okay.
So I happen to know for a fact that there is a child in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. The tooth fairy left that child $20.
What?
$20.
I got a quarter when I was a kid.
Well, how was the economy when you were a kid? Probably not very good. It was the Great Depression.
My parents were cheap.
Well, you could also buy a gallon of gas for a quarter back then.
Yeah, that's true.
So apparently, according to the tooth fairy indicator, that youngling in Murfreesboro, that's going to be economy is going to be just fine.
Hang on,
and
was
lo
that
and behold,
Chris?
It was Chris Hand.
So we're
Chris's son.
anti-Halloween, but we're pro-tooth fairy.
I'll let you deal with that with Chris when he gets here. But I just think that it does bode well for our economy. So we got
Chris, why are you giving your kids that much money? Oh, my goodness.
It's not Chris. It's the tooth fairy. What is wrong with you, woman?
I misspoke.
You're shattering the minds of small children all across. Next, you're going to start spouting off about Santa Claus, which I almost got fired for years ago.
Story?
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, I may or may not have said on national radio, here's the way I'm going to say it. The truth about Santa Claus, period. Full stop. That's all we're going to say.
You did not.
I did. And I almost got fired. Like,
seriously?
Yes. I got a what the heck were you thinking from the people that I worked for. So I'm sorry. So it's much better than for the tooth fairy to overpay.
I suppose.
And now with 119,000 jobs added, that is another indicator that the economy is going to be great. So there you go.
It was a very good report. That report also indicated that people are spending money and they're paying their bills on time. There was just an all-around, it was really a very
rosy.
Good.
It was rosy.
It was
what
rosy.
It was. Okay, well, very good. That's kind of weird because I keep hearing about how the economy is about to collapse.
Oh, yeah. Well, there are some people who are, so NBC News reported it as the U.S. added a robust 119,000 jobs in September, but there are still signs of a weakening labor market.
What's the signs? Like, in other words, they always, here's what it is that if it's Trump, there's always going to be sort of like a tinge of darkness.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I think that is part of what it is that they're just trying to desperately find some sort of a negative tinge to this report, which it sounds good. I mean, if we're adding a bunch of jobs and jobs more than expected, I think that that's a good thing.
Details of the report. This is from NBC. From the Bureau of Labor Statistics, paint a more mixed picture of a labor market that has recently begun to look more wobbly amid high-profile layoff announcements.
We'll have to wait and see what happens.
I think so.
All right. Real quick, we've been talking about this Afton Bain audio all morning long, right? So if you're just joining us here in the 8 o'clock hour, thank you. That's number one. But number two, Afton Bain, of course, she is running for the 7th Congressional District. And some audio has been leaked. I'm going to play this just one time. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to play it one time. We think that we may have found the source of this audio. At least Sam has been doing some digging. This was dropped overnight. This is Afton Bain.
I've been heavily involved with the Nashville mayoral race because I hate the city, I hate the bachelorettes, I hate the pedal taverns, I hate country music.
That's a lot of hate for one woman.
I hate all of the things that make Nashville, apparently, and its city to the rest of the country, but I hate it. Yeah, I'm that girl at the airport that all these bachelorettes are giddy walking out in their two-toned colored Pantone pink shirts, and they walk out and they're like, oh my God, Nashville is so bad.
They're so loud.
Very judgy, Afton Bain. And the point that I've been making all morning long is that Lower Broad, if you're standing, this is what Grok said to me today, if you're standing in front of Tootsie's, All Red, Jason Aldean's Bar, or any of the classic honky-tonks on Lower Broadway, you are in Tennessee's 7th Congressional District. So Afton Bain wants to represent a district that she hates. And it is a district that tends to bring a lot of jobs and a lot of revenue, not only to the city of Nashville, the 7th Congressional District, but also the state of Tennessee. So the question is, number one, when was this quote? Because literally she's talking about hating an area that she wants to represent. And I think a lot of people are asking the question about whether or not how serious to take this comment that she made apparently in
the Status Coup podcast in 2023. The episode was titled Tennessee's Progressive Firebrand, Rep. Afton Bain on Fighting for Justice in the Heart of the South, hosted by Jordan Chariton. Yeah, Chariton. And it said it can be accessed here. And you click the YouTube link and this video isn't available anymore. So
it's been pulled down.
I asked Grok, well, find what month was the episode? It was published in October of 2023. What day? October 17th. So I go to the Status Coup podcast page on Spotify, and in 2023, we've got an episode published on September 12th, September 13th, September 20th, October 11th, October 12th, and then there is a gap from October 12th to November 1st of no episodes.
So it sounds like they pulled down her podcast.
And potentially others, but if they pulled the whole podcast, she must have said something even more egregious.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, because the thing is with folks on the left is that it's real cool to say, oh, I hate country music, I hate the bars, because they see that as something that is emblematic of conservatism, right? Country music. They see that as representing conservatism, and I think that that's a shame. I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there who are Democrats and also like or certainly sing country music. So I don't know. But here's the thing. I don't know if even this, where Afton Bain is literally talking about hating part of the district that she wants to represent, and all those people that are working in those honky-tonks and Old Red and all of these other places, and her just perpetual hate of the tourism industry in Nashville, I think that makes her a dangerous choice to be the congressperson for the 7th, because she despises what the district stands for partially.
Yeah, almost as dangerous as how poorly drawn the comptroller's maps were.
The situation with Donald Trump and the H-1B visa conversation, it has been, let's just say, a bit of a train wreck for the Trump administration. Getting word from people within the Daily Signal, and Joan, does it take a highfalutin political analyst to figure this out?
I don't think so.
The headline, the Trump administration is divided about how to reform the controversial H-1B visa program. A senior administration official telling the Daily Signal, one faction wants to restrict the program so much that it won't be usable, while others believe it is useful to bring in talent. And so the question is, where does the Republican Party at large, where do they stand on the whole H-1B visa thing? Are you pro Marjorie Taylor Greene, which is like, gut the whole thing? Or are you pro Donald Trump, where he is saying that we needed to bring in talent? This is something that the president said yesterday. Needs some video.
Done. And we're not going to be successful if we don't allow people that invest billions of dollars in plant and equipment to bring a lot of their people from their country to get that plant open, operating, and working. I'm sorry. So my poll numbers just went down, but with smart people, they've gone way up.
Wow. Did you hear what he said? I'm gonna play it one more time. Because basically, he's calling anyone who doesn't agree with him dumb. Am I overstating that? I might be overstating that. Joan,
yeah,
mom of the show, am I overstating this? This is what the president said about people that disagree with him on H-1B visas.
Been operating and working. I'm sorry.
Here it comes.
So my poll numbers just went down, but with smart people, they've gone way up.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you take that, Joan?
If you don't agree with him, you're
not smart.
Not smart.
Now, look, I'm not gonna quibble over the things that Donald Trump says. He says what he says, and he's gonna do what he does. We have an adult disagreement with Donald Trump on this, and adults within a political party are going to have to figure out the best way forward. That's the bottom line. Joan, Chris unplugged it.
Yeah.
The turkey it deflated like my morning usually does by about 8:45.
Is that because Chris unplugged it?
Chris unplugged it.
I knew it.
He unplugged it.
He's no fun. No.
Well, in fairness,
there
was no place for Chris to sit.
I told you he should just sit on the turkey's lap.
No. I'm a grown man, Joan.
It would have been fun for the rest of us.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
That would have been fun. Anyway, so we're trying to decide what to name the turkey. I believe it should be named Afton.
Oh.
So,
That's good.
Yeah.
Does the turkey hate Nashville?
I don't know, but very, very funny indeed. So, yeah, I walked in this morning, and that was what greeted me. And so I can only imagine the fun and frivolity that happened yesterday during the Murphy show as I was slumbering.
Well, one Matt Murphy had sent me a picture at about 7:15 last night of the turkey with the lights off. It looked a lot more cool with the lights off than it did with the lights on.
It actually was cool. But when I got here,
it glows.
It did glow. It did glow. And I actually like the turkey in here, actually.
Do you?
It gets lonely in here at times. Do you agree that it gets lonely in here sometimes?
No. With this audience and having Mason and Joan, I never feel lonely. So it feels like a big family.
Is that what it is? Mason got that. All right, very good. So let's talk about a number of different things. Number one, so just give me your over under on Afton Bain. Like that is an incredible soundbite. A woman who says that she hates part of the district that she wants to cover. And by the way, represent. And that's a very important part of the district. I mean, you're talking about Lower Broadway, a lot of money coming into Nashville.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you think that that's actually going to hurt her very much?
That's where I was going to go.
I was joking. So last night I had sent it to Murphy. That's how we started texting and found our way to Turkey Talk.
Yes.
So I sent him a text and I said, geez, I've never agreed with Afton Bain more than I do today because I, too, get a little bit annoyed with the pedal taverns and the woo girls.
Mm-hmm. But do you
Murphy,
hate Nashville?
No, not at all. I love Nashville. But Murphy said to me, he says, every time I see a pedal tavern and a bachelorette party, I think lower taxes. And so I said, I have to retrain my brain the way you see the world. I hope one day to see the world the way Murphy does.
Listen, I will admit I'm not a big fan of the woo girls, and but I love Nashville. There's certain aspects. Hey, Joan, you spent some time in Nashville too. Mason, you can answer this. So we all know. Let's do best and worst. What do we love and what do we hate about Nashville? All right. So I'm going to start. I love places like, and I've gone to Old Red now a couple of times. I love having a nice, breakfast on a cool morning with on a rooftop bar or restaurant. I love doing that. I don't go on a Saturday night. I don't go on a Friday night.
Right.
I'll go on a Saturday or a Sunday morning, mid-afternoon. And it's incredibly pleasant. I love going to the Preds games. But do you know what I really love about Nashville? I love being able to go into downtown. And for the most part, if we're staying, where we should go, it's safe. It is relatively safe. Now, horrible things happen, like we always see in bigger cities. But, I mean, by and large, you feel relatively safe. And you're now what I hate about it is all the drunkenness and all the vomit in the roads and everything else. But it's a small price to pay for having a dynamic as we have in Nashville.
Yeah, I would say I love the food. I think Nashville is an underrated food city, and I think no matter what you want, you can find it here, and that's huge. I don't like the homeless problem. That seems to always continually grow, and I don't like driving with my wife downtown. It was 11 o'clock on a Saturday morning, and she turned to her right, and she went, "Oh, my gosh." I went, "What happened?" She goes, "That man is pooping over there." And so, that kind of stuff annoys me.
Yeah.
But, hey, we're doing what we can to help with that. And shout out to the radiothon that we have coming on Monday. Because there are great organizations that are trying to help fix that issue here in Nashville.
Yeah, there are. And looking forward to that on Monday. Do you know what's going to happen on Monday? Joan's going to be with me down there.
Whoa, let's go, Joan.
Very exciting.
Yeah. My first time. I'm excited.
Joan came to me and she said, "Dan, I'm begging you. I just want to spend more time with you at a homeless shelter." That's what she said.
Yeah, not likely.
She said, "I'm tired of you feeling all alone, Dan, and I want to be there with you."
I'm tired of you being stuck at remotes with Mason alone.
I may have gone to Joan and said, "Will you please come with me?" And she did. And so I'm very excited to have Joan with me down there because, 5 o'clock in the morning and before the calls really start coming in.
Yep.
By the way, people, and I'm going to mention this during my 5 o'clock hour, incessantly, like tomorrow. 5 o'clockers, I'm counting on you.
Please call.
Please call and donate in the 5 o'clock hour because that always gets us off to a good start.
Yep.
And Joan's going to be there.
I'll answer the phone.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Or something like that.
It's always deflating because I'm like, oh, yeah, if you want to call up and talk to me off the air, just, give like $5 and nobody ever calls.
Oh.
I know. But if you want to talk to Joan, let's say right now, how much would you pay to talk to Joan off the air?
Oh, people would pay
a lot of money.
$150, $200 easy.
$200.
Quarter.
Two and a quarter.
A solid quarter.
Two and a quarter.
$225.
$250,000.
Well, it almost sounds like what the tooth fairy is giving your kids.
Chris,
Oh, yeah.
I got to talk to you about that. $20.
I don't know what you're talking about. I had nothing to do with it.
It was all the tooth fairy.
The only conclusions we could come to is that obviously the tooth fairy was behind schedule. And,
Behind schedule? So you had a rotten tooth laying around?
No. The tooth fairy's behind schedule. It couldn't make change. It wasn't about to go out, while she's on her route.
Oh, I thought you were saying behind schedule, like it had missed some payments and there was interest accrued.
No, there wasn't any. There wasn't. I don't think that happens.
Which child was it?
Bishop. Bishop lost his first tooth. It was hilarious.
Doesn't Bishop have Venmo?
He calls me in the middle of the day, and I'm like, what's going on? Because he has this strip of blood down the middle of his nose. And he's like, do you notice anything? And I was like, yeah, you have blood on your face. And then he shows me his tooth. He's like, look at this. He's like, I just popped it out, Dad.
He just popped it out?
He popped it out. And I guess when he popped it out.
Is right in the front?
It was one of the front ones that like a squirt of blood went right up his nose. And it was just sitting there while he's on the phone with me. It's dried. And he's like, you notice anything? I do.
Do you remember when we were kids having the loose tooth back there and having it just like hang?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like sitting there playing. I remember walking up to my mom one time and it was like hanging by a thread. And I'm like, I'm like.
The danglers.
Yeah, the dangler. And I'm just poking with my finger. I'm like, Mom, can you just pull this darn thing out? No, you have to let nature take its course. Like, oh my God.
Did you guys ever forget? I'm sorry. Did the tooth fairy ever forget to drop some money under the pillow?
No, the tooth fairy doesn't forget. I think the only issues.
Does.
No, the only issues that happen is tooth placement. Tooth placement is a problem at times. I've learned.
So it's the fault of the child.
Yeah, if the tooth isn't placed in the right spot under the pillow, I mean, it's a little fairy. She can't lift up a giant kid.
Yeah,
if the tooth is in the wrong. So tooth placement is a big deal.
Well, you know what I used to.
We've learned that a couple times.
You know what when I was a kid, I would put the tooth next to me under a different pillow.
Yes,
so it wasn't under my pillow. It was under my little twin bed.
Yep, we started doing that after we had realized that the kids were getting too heavy for the tooth fairy to lift at times.
It's exactly right.
So
takes away that excuse, though.
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think the tooth fairy might not like being called a little fairy.
No.
I mean, times have changed, Chris.
True.
Yeah.
They may be tall for the average fairy.
Could be.
How tall is the average fairy?
Maybe robust.
How tall is the average fairy? Do you know?
I would say
You should ask the left.
18 inches.
What's the most? Okay, so people are like $20 per tooth.
Is that the going rate?
I guess so. I literally got
did
nickels and
$1.
quarters.
Inflation is wild.
We would get
Lord.
silver dollars for our kids. The tooth fairy would get silver dollars for the kids.
Really?
Real
Yeah.
silver, though.
No.
Oh.
Just regular silver dollars because they were different. But then sometimes the tooth fairy would forget and have to leave 2 of them the next time. Yeah.
All right.
Pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
40
After the 3rd kid, it was like,
4702 said, I used to get IOUs.
My mom gave me an IOU and a Christmas card once. I think it was that was a birthday card.
An IOU in the birthday card?
She literally gave me an IOU. It was something like, happy birthday, son, blah, blah, blah. I don't have any cash, but I'll give you $100 next payday. Like, that was literally what it said in the card. And I was like 15 at the time. So, I mean, it wasn't a big heartbreaker to me. I just thought it was kind of funny that, because every year it was the same thing. I could not tell you the last time my mother actually got me an actual gift. Every year, $100. That's what you do. $100.
There you go.
Yeah, you know what?
That's okay.
It's very. I didn't mind it.
right.
It's very practical, and and I don't mind cash, and so my mom would give me cash. Others might say that's the lazy way out.
No.
See, that's what I said. No, it's not the lazy way out. That's literally what I want. I want money. That's not all I want, but I mean, it's
a good portion of it.
Pretty significant. Anything else is like one adjacent. Anyway, So, actually, we used to talk about that all the time. When I was a boss, I would give out gift cards or cash, and it was suggested to me one time, maybe you should, if you really wanted to, connect with your employees, why don't you actually, get them something that is an actual gift? Maybe it might mean more. I chose not to do that because I knew that everybody would actually rather have cash.
Absolutely.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
You were a good boss.
Of course, now I don't have to do that anymore.
No, you don't.
Ha! You're all screwed. Let's see the new guy give you a cash bonus.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. That poor guy's running 2 radio stations. He'd go broke.
Clip it. Send it.
All right. I think that's it. Do you got anything for this?
I do. I sent you a DM. Did you see that Nikki Haley's son is actually pretty based?
Nikki Haley's son?
Nikki Haley's son, Nayland Haley. I think it's Nayland.
Nayland?
Nalin.
Okay.
Nalin.
Nolan. Probably Nolan.
Nayland Haley. He was on the Tucker Carlson podcast.
Okay.
And he says...
Which is crazy considering all the abuse Tucker gave his mom.
I know. But when you hear what this kid starts saying, he is very different from his mother. He said, naturalized citizens should not be able to hold office. They shouldn't. He said that you should limit the number of foreign students who are enrolling in U.S. universities. You should disallow dual citizenship, and you should forbid foreigners from serving in the military.
All right, here it is.
And there's so many different aspects to immigration that it's not just the migration part of it, but a lot of other things that are just out of control.
Like what?
So naturalized citizens should not be able to hold public office. Growing up here is a big part of understanding the country. We need to stop and limit the amount of foreign students that are coming into our universities. Some of them are spies, by the way, for foreign governments.
Hey, he is based.
Yeah.
But it's also just we should put our kids first.
Yes.
And we should also not allow dual citizenship because that's the stupidest idea.
How old is this guy?
He looked to be in his 20s.
You're either American or you're not. And everyone wants to make it so complicated. That's the thing that I don't like about the past generation is they're always about the rules, the process, and regulation. No, it's really simple. You're just America first. People should have their loyalty to America first. And if they can't do that, then this ain't the country for you.
No, there you go. I love it.
Listen, I would get behind that, Haley.
I would. Yeah, he sounds based. Did he say he wanted to get into politics?
No, but it sounds like he's. I mean, if you're on the Tucker Carlson podcast, I think that you're leaning that way.
I think it'd be interesting to have Tucker have Nikki Haley herself on. I think that would be an amazing podcast.
Just have Nikki and Nayland on and have them debate each other. Here's why my mom is wrong about everything.
Oh, can you imagine Thanksgiving dinner? Well, clearly it does seem like he is. Although, America First, and I talked about this a couple of days ago, like America First and MAGA, kind of like two separate things now, it seems like. And so there's a lot of overlap.
Yeah, there's a lot of overlap.
But like you got America First, not as exuberant in their Israel support. So that's number one. Number two, they are all about no H-1B visas. America First, no H-1B visas. Marjorie Taylor Greene, of course, is all about that, except in the world of medicine. What are the other ones? No H-1B visas. Release, of course, the Epstein files. Just everything's got to be released.
It's just if it doesn't benefit America, then why are we doing it? Is really what it comes down to.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
If it doesn't benefit America or Americans.
Mm-hmm. Who is the leader of America First? Is it Marjorie Taylor Greene?
I don't know. I don't know if America First has a leader. Would you think it was Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Marjorie Taylor. Well, if you based it on Epstein, you've got Marjorie Taylor Greene and you've got Thomas Massie, right? So those two are the biggest ones. But I don't know if that's the number one issue. The number one issue, at least the one that came screaming out to me, is the one about the visas, the H-1B visas. That seems to be.
I don't know how Marjorie Taylor Greene could be the leader of America First while she's also saying we should limit the number of deportations because I own a construction company.
She did say that.
You know what I'm saying? So I have a hard time saying that you're the leader of America First.
Well, I think what's going on is she's going to run for some sort of higher office in Georgia, maybe the governorship. I don't know. And so she needs to have some sort of a distancing from Donald Trump. I think that's what she's trying to do.
Maybe she looked at the poll numbers when Trump sent them to her and said, well, this is because of you, sir.
Maybe. You never know. By the way, somebody says that I sound down today. Do I sound down today, Joan?
That. No, I don't think so.
Mason, do you think I sound down?
No.
Yeah.
How could you be down? You had a giant inflatable turkey in here for most of the day.
You know what? How could my day be down if I've got a big inflatable turkey until, another turkey came in and deflated it?
I'm sorry, okay?
You deflated my turkey, man.
Feel terrible.
At least he didn't pop your turkey.
No, that would be bad.
That would have been mean.
I unplugged it. It looked like the scene from Christmas Vacation.
Right.
When they cut into that thing.
I know. It was very sad. It was very sad. But I do like the inflatable turkey. So maybe if Matt can every morning make sure that I have my turkey inflated, that would be great.
Have you watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles yet?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, it made me cry.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Why are you asking?
Because we're getting towards Thanksgiving, and that's one of the first holiday movies that you should be watching.
Made me cry. That is such a
awesome
great movie.
Not Miracle on 34th Street.
Have not seen that.
What?
It's overrated. Don't do it.
The old one. No. You got to watch the old one.
What's the one where he licks the pole?
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
Yeah.
Have yet to see. I do you know how many times I've tried to get through Christmas Story? I just can't.
Wow.
It's a stupid movie.
What?
It is I have tried to sit through A Christmas Story, and it is just, I can't do it.
You're not wrong about a lot, but you're wrong about that.
It's not one of my favorites either.
What?
Boom.
No.
You know what? Don't take it up with me. You take it up with Joan.
Oh, my gosh.